7 na po kami mula po sa panig ng Kamara. 8 na ba? 8 na kami? O, 8 na po kami. 8 sa 11 na mga kinatawa na parte po ng BICAM sa parte ng Kongreso ay nandito na po sa PICC. Handa po kami na ituloy itong Bicameral Conference Committee proceedings. Yun po sana yung kagustuhan namin ngayon. Dahil meron po kasi tayong timeline na gusto pong sundin. Sana po, nakita nyo naman po, in-adjust po yung kalendaryo ng sesyon na dapat sa December 22 ay ma-ratify na sa parehong chamber, sa pareho pong kapulungan, yun pong ating BICAM report. Kaya yun po yung hinahabol natin. Kaya ito po sana yung kagustuhan natin na magpatuloy yung mga usapan patungkol po sa lahat ng mga items sa budget. Marami pa pong mga ahensya na tatalakayin. Kaya po bawat araw po talaga ay mahalaga para po matapos natin yung budget sa tamang oras. Kaya yun po, as you can see, ako po at 7 sa mga miyembro ng Bicameral Conferees ng Kongreso ay nandito na po sa PICC. Actually po, yun po talaga yung salita na gusto ko talaga sanang iwasan. I would not characterize this as a deadlock. Mismong si Senator Win Gatchalian na po yung nagsabi na ito po kasi ay may ongoing discussions lang. May mga bagay lang po sana na gusto nating isangguni sa DPWH kay Secretary Vince dahil kahapon naman po nakita natin, pare-pareho po yung palagay ng Kongreso, ng Senado at ng DPWH, lahat po kami we recognize that there are overpriced items as initially estimated by the DPWH. At lahat din po, meron din pong paninindigan na gusto natin natanggalin yung overpriced na bahagi na nakapaloob doon sa mga estimates ng mga proyekto. So, doon po gusto kong klaruhin, malinaw po yun. Aligned po ang lahat na gusto nating tanggalin yung overpriced na parte noong mga estimates sa mga project sa DPWH. Ngayon po, ang tanong kasi, what is the best way forward? What is the best way to go about this? Nandun po siguro tayo sa application. Binanggit po ni Secretary Vince kahapon na isa sa mga pinakamalalaking posibilidad ay maging unimplementable po yung project. Ibig sabihin po, imbis na pakipnabangan na po na ating mga kababayan, ang mangyayari po, hindi po mai-implement yung project. So, siguro po, quinantify naman po natin kahapon, 9,900 projects affected with a total amount of 406 billion pesos. And the estimate that I gave yesterday, if we assume that 25% of these projects will become unimplementable, that's already 101 billion pesos wasted that would have been implemented in the right way. So ano po yung impact nun? That would have implications in terms of multiplier effects po Magkakaroon po na epekto una sa ekonomiya. Kailangan po natin na infrastructure spending ngayon para po ma-accelerate po yung growth natin sa GDP. Pangalawa po, yung impact po sa trabaho. Nakita naman po natin anong nangyari nung tinigil yung mga proyekto, marami pong mga nawalan ng trabaho. At pangatlo po, yung impact sa mga komunidad. So, I wouldn't characterize it as a gridlock. We just want to figure out the best way forward. And we are actually coordinating with DPWH and SecVince to figure out how best to do this. Actually po, binanggit naman po, di ba po sabi na rinelay po sa akin ni Senator Win yon. And in response, I also messaged him that upon conferring with the House leadership and the members of the Bicameral Conference Committee, all of us are here, we all believe that we should continue the discussions. We can do the consultations with Secretary Vince and DPWH while we're proceeding with the BICAM. So I've also relayed the same to Senator Win, that the disposition of the House leadership and the Bicameral Conference Committee conferees would be to proceed with the BICAM today. Opo, kasi para po sa akin, mas maganda po na magkakasama po kami lahat ngayong araw. Yun nga po sana yung intensyon namin. Nakita niyo naman po kahapon na may back and forth naman po kahit po nakasuspend kami. Tuloy-tuloy po yung mga usapan namin. So mas maganda po sana kung lahat kami nasa iisang lugar para po talakayin po yung mga katanungan, yung mga haka-haka natin, mga ano ba, mga pag-aalinlangan. So yun po siguro yung aming posisyon. Nakita niyo po, 8 na po kami. 8 lang ba? Siyam na po kami. Siyam po sa 11 na BICAM conferees po ay nandito na. Kaya yun po, sa amin po talaga, we are cognizant of we want the budget to be passed on time based on the timeline that we've laid out. So, yun po. Kaya nandito po kami ngayong araw.
Ma'am, just to clarify, what was relayed to you by the Senate contingent? Ano po bang gagawin? Postpone, tas mag-meeting pa kayo, pag-usap ko sila lang. Ano po?
What was relayed to me was the decision already that it will be that the Senate wants to postpone it. Yun po. Na yun nga po, sinabi po na they will consult or they want to consult again with DPWH, with Secretary Vince to clarify the matters discussed yesterday. So yun lang po yung
And you want
sinabi. Ako po, I wanted it to be a conversation amongst the Senate contingent, the House contingent, and DPWH sana. So, ito sana yung proper forum eh. Nandito na sana kami lahat ngayong araw eh. Kaya, ang ganda na sana, di ba? Lahat nandito na po kami.
Sa Senate lang ang i-meeting?
Actually po, hindi naman po na Senate lang imi-meeting ng DPWH. Sila po yung may kagustuhan na tanungin ulit, sumangguni ulit sa DPWH. Sa amin po kasi, sa aming parte, na malinaw po eh. Napaka-klaro po nung sinabi ni Sec Vince kahapon. And we were hoping po na we could also have that opportunity to have that discussion with our Senate counterparts. Gusto po kasi namin maintindihan ano yung kanilang main concern. Kasi po, mas maganda po na matalakay namin yon.
How do you feel na hindi po kayo isinasama ng Senado sa pakikipag-usap nila ngayon sa DPWH?
Hindi naman po. Kasi actually, si Sec Vince naman po, na if ever mangyayari siya, yung ganong usapan, pwede naman siya na maging conversation among the three of us, the three parties. Wala naman pong ganon. Gusto ko lang po linawin, wala pong attempts yung Senado na kausapin ang DPWH nang wala po kami sa usapan. More of, Sen Win just expressed that they would still want to have further consultations with DPWH. But that doesn't preclude us from being part of the conversation.
Parang slighted. Kasi parang, as you have been telling us, parang unilaterally, the Senate decided, ayaw namin mag-BICAM today. Diba dapat they also talk to you, to their House counterparts first before making a decision to postpone a BICAM. Kasi BICAM nga is House and Senate.
Opo.
So, decision should not be made unilaterally.
Mm-hmm. Yes. You know how I've been doing things since I took leadership of the Appropriations Committee. As much as possible, I want to go the diplomatic route. And yun din po yung gusto nung ating contingent na gusto po natin diplomatic route. So I don't want to say na I feel slighted. I just want to once again, express to our Senate counterparts that we are here. Our disposition is to move forward with the conversations. Yun lang po. Ideally, it would have been something that would have been a collective decision, a mutual decision on the part of each leadership. Sana po on the part of the Senate President, the Majority Leader, and the Minority Leader, and of the Chairperson of Finance on one side. Tapos sa amin po, Speaker Majo, Maino, and myself on the part of the House. So ideally, sana po naging mutual decision siya. But as Senwin said earlier, as with any negotiations, when there are disagreements, meron po talagang mga ganitong sitwasyon. But again, I don't want to say that we feel slighted. We're very much still open to conversing with them to figure out the best way forward.
Tingin po na po sa schedule dun sa
no schedule as of now po. For us po, kasi po it technically speaking, if you look at it procedurally, the House, all matters pertaining to appropriations and revenue measures would emanate from the House. So technically speaking po, it would fall on the technical team of the House na tapusin to make sure the BICAM report and the enrolled bill will all be ready by December 22. So ako po, personally, and this is what I've been relaying to Senator Win again and again, that Senwin every single day is crucial for our technical teams to be able to finish the bill. So yun po siguro yung problema ko. It's really from a practical perspective na kailangan po namin ng oras para tapusin at most especially puliduhin talaga. Make sure it's reviewed, all the items are cleared, di ba po, and verified. So yun po sana, it's taking time away from the crucial step of finishing and verifying and reviewing the enrolled bill in the BICAM
Are you
report.
still confident na hindi po magkakaroon ng reenacted budget?
Yes, I'm still very confident. I always say that as much as possible. We want to make sure we don't have a reenacted budget. So we will work doubly hard between now and December 22, the initial. If need be, we may need to push a little bit, but the goal is for it not to cross into the next calendar year. Ayaw po natin ng reenacted budget. Hopefully, yun naman po yung tinitignan talaga natin. We don't want it to come to that.
Parang hindi nyo lang kasi
Aba. So, yes, my request, and they know this, the disposition of the House contingent is we always want to keep the communication lines open. We're solutions oriented. We want to find solutions to whatever areas of concerns or disagreements there are. So if we're able to resume the BICAM proceedings as soon as possible, that would be best. That would be the ideal case. And yun po siguro i-appeal ako sa kanila. Yes, we will stay. The House contingent will stay here.
Until what time?
Maybe for another hour. We're hopeful naman po kasi the Senate to PICC. So we'll give them the time, give them some time to think it over. Thank you to our friends in the media for giving me the opportunity to also air our side. Para po at least malaman din po nila kung ano yung disposition.
How much po yung gusto ibalik ng DPWH doon sa mga it's 45 or 50.
I don't want to use the term ibalik. It's really more a matter of figuring out kailan siya i-consider as savings. So, ulitin ko po, I will echo what Secbin said yesterday, wala pong ibabalik in that sense. Kasi po, either ngayon siya ikakaltas or later on during the implementation. Ang benefit po nung during the implementation stage, wala pong magiging unimplementable. Kasi on a per project basis po, yung savings na atin pong kukuhanin. So, lilinawin ko po, wala pong ibabalik. Ang pinag-uusapan po ay yung sinabi ko po kanina na 9,900 projects na kasalukuyan po na linagyan ng CMPD cuts. Hindi po. Ano pong how much po?
Gustong i-reinstate, i-restore?
Ma'am, I really don't want to use the term we want to reinstate because more of yung 45 billion in savings, either we realize it as early as now, pero ang medyo danger po doon, maging unimplementable yung projects, or ilalabas siya at the implementation stage at 45 doon po, kapag na-implement na talaga yung project. So, ulitin po namin, wala pong gustong ibalik. Ayaw pong ibalik po ni SecBins yung overpriced. More of, paano po yung mode of application. So, yun po. So, wala pa pong conversation patungkol sa Thank you so much po. Thank you po.